What's up? Today's video, I'm going to help you financially prepare for a baby. Whether you're already pregnant like myself, I'm 33 weeks along, or if you're just in the planning stages of becoming pregnant. This video will give you some key ways to feel more prepared regardless of your financial situation. This video is geared towards those of you that aren't necessarily at or near the poverty level. If you are in that situation, then tune in for my next video, which I'll put out here in a couple of days, because I was in that position when I had my daughter, who's 15 years old now. And I know all about going through that phase and bringing a baby into this world when you really just feel completely broke, because you actually literally are. And I can give you some really good advice when it comes to that as well. For practical, easy to understand financial advice, remember to subscribe to my channel and let me know in the comments below how far along you are. As a mom to a 15-year-old and currently planning for this little one, I know how quickly our excitement can turn to fear, worry, and stress, and all the things that come when you start thinking about the logistics of having a baby, not just the lovey-doveyness of having a new family member. That's really why I wanted to create this video, because with a little pre-planning, we can eliminate or at least reduce some of those stresses so we can just get back to focusing on the cute cuddles ahead. First of all, try not to become overwhelmed with the numbers that you see out there on how much it costs to raise a baby. I think it's really important to remember that somewhere, someone out there is living on less than you and they're doing okay. So it really is coming down to learning how to manage what we have and work within our means to create a life for our new family. Step number one is going to be to assess your situation. What does your financial picture look like right now? What are you working on? What are your goals? Take some time and write out your inflows, your outflows, and see how much money you have at the end of the month. Hopefully you have a positive number here. This is the amount that you could at least start with to tuck that away, and that is going to be baby money. If you don't have any money at the end of the month, then you're going to have to reassess your bills and see where is it that you can make some cuts. If you're feeling financially pinched, go to the easy things first. Most people spend a ton of money eating out or just not planning their meals. So that's an easy way that you can instantly start saving some money and tucking that aside towards your baby budget. When you're looking at your spending, like when I'm talking about looking at the simple things first, like your food budget, for example, there's going to be things that naturally decrease drastically when you're pregnant. Like for us, we used to spend money on date nights every single week, and we love to have our wine and our drinks and good food and all that stuff. That adds up. When I got pregnant, I did not want to go out. I still hardly do. We're obviously not drinking. Our date nights have gone from $400 a month to maybe $100 a month. That right there was an easy, quick way to just pull some money that we would be spending and we're no longer spending just because of the lifestyle change. And look for things like that in your life that are naturally gonna change. If you're a drinker, well, that's a huge part of your budget that you're just not going to have anymore while you're pregnant. So that money can immediately go to a baby fund. We also traveled a lot less due to my discomfort. I need all of my pillows, and it's just really not very comfortable to be walking around in foreign countries anymore. At this point, I look forward to the days that I'm healed and everything's better and we have a baby on our backpack and all that stuff. But for now, that's just not happening. So that's another big part of our budget that we've been able to save some money on. If you're already pretty frugal and you're still not having enough or extra money, then you're going to have to look at your bigger bills. Where are you living? What kind of car are you driving? And are there bigger changes that you might need to make in order to keep yourself from going into debt by adding in your cute bundle of joy? Once you've decided how much per month you can save towards baby, say it's $50 or $200 or $500, whatever it is for you, this number you can work with. You can find a way, even if it's $25. There are so many resources out there and ways that you can find what you need within your budget. I think having that set number, like, okay, $200 per month, just for an example, is dedicated to baby money, will lighten some of the financial stress off of your plate and just thinking you have no idea where anything's gonna come from and how you're gonna pay for anything. Break it down wherever you're at. The next thing to do is do not start buying stuff for your baby right away. I know it's really hard because baby stuff is just so cute and adorable. Believe me, it is tempting to just buy all the cute things, but this is like where the money is just gonna leak out. You're gonna get so many things that you don't really actually need. It's gonna take away from the things that you do need. It's gonna put more pressure on you financially, and it's just gonna make you feel more strapped. It's kind of like our everyday budget. If we just spend all the money that we have doing whatever we wanna do, and then we don't have money at the end of the month, we're gonna feel stressed. But if we can allocate money towards different areas, then we can feel like, okay, I'm getting to live my life. Some in this area, some in this area, I'm taking care of some debts, I'm doing some fun stuff and enjoying my life now. Then you can feel a little bit more balanced with how things are progressing throughout your pregnancy. I would say avoid going to the baby sections, because every time I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna look, and I go to Target, there's always like something that's like, oh my gosh, I have to have it. It's so cute. So what I started to do after a couple times of that, like I got these cute little dinosaur booties and just a couple cute things, and I was like, okay, that's it. I cannot go to that section because there's gonna be cute stuff later. And Target is like 8 minutes away from here. Pretty sure there is a store of some sort within 10 minutes of everybody. So I really don't understand why people get stocked up so much. Like, you do not need to do that. It's putting a lot of pressure on yourself. It's taking up space in your home for one, and then it's just too much. Keep things simple for yourself and buy things as you need them. When it comes to planning for things, figure out the things that are really important to you and what you want and can afford to get new versus what you need to look for used. For myself, I want to get the Four Moms Rockaroo, Mamaroo, whatever the heck that thing is called. And it's $230 brand new. So I have been watching Facebook Marketplace for that thing because that's really expensive for a swing. And could we do it? Yes, but like, why? I'm sure these babies don't use these things for that long, so they can't be that bad to get used. In my opinion, I don't really need a brand new swing thing. So I've been keeping an eye out for that and hoping to find it used. And same goes for a lot of things. I'm just trying to buy a couple of things that I really like, then letting people gift me things, of course, because who doesn't want to buy other people baby clothes because they're just so adorable. So on that note, you don't need to buy yourself too many because other people want to buy you some. So just wait and see what you get from friends and family. On that note, try to hold off your purchases till later in your pregnancy. Of course, if you want to look at a few things just to, get excitement going and just your anticipation, I love doing that. So I did buy a couple of things, like I said, and I will look at them from time to time. I just love it. It's so cute. Also know what type of person you are. If you know that you spend all the money that you have, it burns a hole in your pocket. If you're one of those people, then yes, maybe you do need to start making small purchases along the way throughout your pregnancy. But if you can just set that money aside, buy the things that you need towards the end. And I watched a ton of baby essentials and purchase regrets, and I created my list of what I thought I would really use. And I'm waiting till later also because of return policies. Like, some places have a 90-day return policy, some places have a longer return policy, but I just want to get stuff towards the end so that it's relevant. I actually want it, I've researched it, and I know that when I do spend money on things, it is going to actually add value, whether it's a practical thing or a cutesy thing or a luxury thing, whatever it is. I do put some time into that, and I recommend that you do that as well so that you're not just impulse buying. Impulse buying can cause us to spend a ton of money. To avoid impulse buying, wait as long as you possibly can, unless it's just like a couple of things that you really want. Or if you're the type of person that won't save the money, then you should start slowly buying things that you will need. Try to avoid the pressure that society puts on you to like buy everything and anything out there that you see, because you just don't really need it, in my opinion. Think logically, like, what is this child gonna need when they come out of the womb? You're probably gonna need a lot more things than the baby. So like healing products and nursing products and that sort of thing. Like, think about those. And like baby swaddles, blankets, all that stuff. You can go through Facebook Marketplace if you want to find really cheap stuff. I see people giving away like a whole closet full of clothes for $50 or something. So there's tons of stuff like that out there if you need to budget. So that's why I'm saying don't let it all stress you out, because it can seem like a lot, but it really just doesn't have to be. It's just, I think society makes us feel like we have to have everything, and it's because we're so commercially driven. There's things everywhere and everybody just loves to have an overstock of things. So try not to fall into that temptation as much as you can, resist it, because it will save you some money in the big picture. Other things that you're gonna need to do is call your insurance provider, make sure that the hospital you're going to, the doctors that you're seeing, those things are covered. Look at different classes that you wanna take. There's some free options, there's some that cost money. So we did one class that cost $100 and we're doing 3 classes that cost $30 each. If you don't have a budget for that, then you can just watch some classes on YouTube. You can find other birthing prep classes that you want online for free. If you do have the funds available for that, then kind of start to think ahead, because I waited a little bit too long to plan or to sign up for our classes, so we kind of had to do like weird schedules and go to hospital that's kind of far away and all that stuff for these classes. Think ahead on those things, like the things that you want to do, and if you're able to plan in some money for a massage from time to time. I've gotten one so far and I definitely want to get probably like 2 more, but those are a pricier thing that you may need to like pre-plan for and set aside money. My massage I think was $80 or $95 including the tip, but it's going to be probably around $100. So if that's something that you want, or you might really need it, because if you're in a lot of pain, it could be something that's like really, really helpful for you. So if you're early in your pregnancy, it's something that you can start to tuck money aside. If you have $100 overall per month that you can save, then maybe you can save $10 or $20 for like one massage when you get in a ton of pain or something like that. You know, you just have to work with what you have and really try to avoid going into debt, because as a new parent, if you're swamped in debt, you're just gonna have that much more stress. You're gonna have to work harder and longer to get out of that debt. So avoiding it is gonna be your best chance of saving yourself from some of the future stresses that could come with being financially unprepared. And by that, I mean kind of just doing whatever you want, charging things on your credit card when you can't afford it. That's the last thing you need to do, because there are so many free and cheap resources out there available to us. We just kind of have to swallow our pride, I guess, sometimes. If it's like, well, I don't want to have used clothes or used whatever it is. Well, if your finances say that you should, then you probably should. You know, like you kind of just need to do what you need to do so that you can keep your stress level really low, because it's ultimately going to be best for the baby. And of course your baby doesn't care, and you're really not going to care when you have that cute little baby in your arms. You're just going to want to be like, you know, hugging and kissing them and just enjoying their presence. Not all the stuff around you is not going to matter. Let me know in the comments below other things that you're doing to financially prepare for baby, and please subscribe to my channel if you do like financial advice. I have some videos ahead that hopefully you will find interesting and helpful in this journey. I'm 33 weeks along, really looking forward to baby. I still find myself financially stressed because I overthink things too much, and it's just like there's such a wide range of things. Like you can get a car seat for several $100s, or you can get one for like $50, and it's like, well, which one? You know, like how do you decide? It's really hard. So that's why you just have to work with what your budget allows for and what you feel comfortable with. Thanks so much for tuning in, and I'll see you next week. Bye.